Hey everyone, welcome back, and today we'll discuss on simple use case. Okay, so just we have to map the company with their location. Okay, so it's a simple use case for a 3+ years experience. Okay, so 3+ should crack this. Okay, should crack this. Okay, so if you're finding any struggles, if you're struggling to crack this, then you need more practice in basic components. Okay, so when you look at the use case here, just in the input we have the city details and the company. Okay, so we have companies. Okay, so I have selected companies which are invested in Abinitio. Okay, so now all these companies are using Abinitio here. I'll just map their location, okay, for you. Okay, so Pune and then Hyderabad and then Pune Hyderabad. Okay, so the output which we want is they mention the city name, and then we have to order that. Okay, see, we have, suppose in Pune we have Pune Tech and Bitwise. Okay, so we need to order that. Okay, so we need to choose, we need to print Bitwise. After that we need to print Pune Tech. Okay, so we need to do a sort also. Okay, so after seeing this use case, you have to figure out how to do. Okay, so that's the okay, that's the thing. Okay, so here the recruiters, they are asked to solve this question, and then basically we will be solving with the roll up. Okay, so after that, basically, how will you design? Okay, so for design part, you will tell them you're going to use roll up. Okay, after that they will ask you to do it in both grid mode and this expanded mode. Okay, so they will ask you that idea. Okay, so practice with both both the mode in a roll up. Okay, so we'll see about both. Okay, today, so yesterday we have seen about like simple concatenation roll up. So today we'll just see both, how to do this both in grid and expand mode. Okay, we'll just straightly go to the uh, design here. If you see here, input, and then so what we can, what we do. Okay, we have to see, we have to do the concatenation of the companies. Okay, so before that we have to arrange the companies. Okay, so your logic will be, okay, so your entire logic will be, we need to, okay, so we need to uh, okay, so we need to arrange. Okay, so arrange, okay, in ascending order. Okay, so and then we need to do the concatenate. Okay, so these two are the primary. Okay, so primary logic involved. Okay, so we'll just complete these two. Okay, so for arranging you go for sort, and for concatenation, okay, grouping and concatenation, we go for roll up. Okay, so this is my idea. Okay, so in code level, first we'll solve with the grid mode. Okay, so grid mode, and according to according to this logic here. Okay, so we'll keep on a key. Okay, so before that, okay, before roll up, we'll see how to solve with okay, how to solve sort. Okay, how to give the sort. Okay, sort key. I think in sort, we'll just give the key. Okay, so you just give city, and then uh, okay, so you have a company, right? This one. Okay, so both are in ascending order. Okay, so you can give the, okay, city and company. So it will be okay, so this is enough for sort. Okay, so that is, sort is done. After that, roll up, roll up, you just give, okay, again city here. Okay, and then you can give here company as well. Okay, so both. Okay, so both we'll just group, because see, we are grouping, see these outputs. Okay, so we have two Punes, right? So we'll group that, and then while grouping, see, this is a simple grouping, and then in the company field we'll be concatenating those two companies. Okay, so in separated by comma. Okay, so in grid mode, okay, so we'll start with the grid mode. Okay, so grid mode, normally you just have to select the key, and then you can straight away code. Okay, suppose how.city. Okay, so for this in.city. Okay, so this one is done. Okay, so normal grouping. Okay, normal aggregation grouping will work for this one. Okay, so this one is fine. And then now out.company. Okay, so for the company, while doing, okay, so how will you do that? Okay, for the grid mode, easily you can apply the no normal normal inbuilt function. Okay, inbuilt aggregation function, you can use concatenation. Okay, so you can use that, and then in.company. Okay, and then separated by okay, separated by comma. Okay, so this is important. Okay, okay, separated by comma. Okay, that's the escape, no, like escape string. Okay, so this is nothing but inbuilt function which you can use it. Okay, okay, so now, so grid mode is over. Okay, so we'll see this exactly in expanded mode. Okay, so now in I'm going to like I know we'll just type it out the logic. Okay, so now what we'll do, so expanded mode, we'll be doing a temporary record, and then we'll be initializing. Okay, and then we'll be doing a roll up computation. Okay, and then finalize. Okay, so this one. Okay, so now temporary record. Okay, so temporary record. Okay, so I'll just tell you the logic. Okay, so temporary record, what you do. Okay, so what you can do is that you just specify a string. Okay, so like you do empty string. Okay, you do empty string. Okay, so just specify a string, and then initialize. What you can do, for that empty string. Okay, empty string, you can assign that to in dot in dot company. Okay, you can assign that. Okay, because when you initialize, no, first company will be taken as empty string. Okay, let's say temp string. Okay, we don't have to see. Okay, let's change the name here. Okay, so temporary string will be the first company. Okay, okay, so after that, when you do the roll up, okay, when you do the roll up computation, that temporary string should join with the consecutive companies coming in. Okay, so that will do it in roll up. Okay, see, if you have any if you are if you are finding yourself weak in okay, so if you are in a weak, okay, in a roll up. Okay, so roll up expanded mode, I'll just ping you the link above. Okay, so please do watch all the roll up play all the videos in the roll up playlist. Okay, so that will train you in writing the roll up code, because roll up is almost almost it will be asked in an interview. Okay, okay, so you will get that in in interview. Okay, so that's important. Okay, roll up and then normalize, both are important. So in roll up, see, after assigning a temporary string, okay, so what you can do is you can straightly combine that with your like your like next company like field. Okay, so all the other rows. Okay, when you do the computation, so for that you can do string concat. Okay, so here, see, we have to first we have the let's say we have the first company, let's say bitwise. Okay, so that that will be stored as a temp. Okay, so after that we have to attach, first of all we have to attach this temporary string with the comma. Okay, okay, so plus I'll just do. Okay, so after that your next company. Okay, next next company. Okay, so how will you do that? First we'll just write no string concat for temp. Okay, so temp, and then okay, so this code will be will give you output as this one, like I'll just like this. Okay, so now we have to add another company here. Okay, so for that we'll just write one more. Okay, concat, and then here comma. Okay, so in dot company, that's it. Okay, so roll up is done, and then now okay, so now we'll go for finalize. Okay, so here finalize. Okay, so finalize. So you have to see, you have to be good at writing both the expanded and grid mode. Okay, so in finalize, you can straight away you can ping that. Okay, so you can just assign that variable, and then you can you can direct that. Okay, so you can you can just map the respective fields. Okay, okay, so we have two fields, which is city and then company. Okay, so these two fields can be mapped in finalize. Okay, so these you can write these in a well structured manner. Okay, so for this you just refer here. Okay, so to write in a structured manner. Okay, structured format. Okay, So like highly important that you go through all the roll up videos. Okay, so roll up and normalize. Okay, so when you are a when you are a junior like trying to switch the company, you'll be asked mainly roll up, sort, and then reformat and normalize. Okay, in the basic level. Okay, so if they go for advanced level, you'll get other sort of questions, but in basic level you'll get these things. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so that's it. It's easy one. No, a easy one to solve, and then you have to be ready for everything. Okay, see, recruiters ask can be anything, but as a candidate, as a potential candidate, be ready for be ready for everything when you are asked in basic. Okay, so in basic potential components. Okay, so be ready for everything. Okay, suppose in normalize you have to know how to write input select output select as well. Okay, function. Okay, how to select how to filter the records in normalize, how to filter the records in roll up as well. Okay, so even they can ask you, see, they can ask you like this as well. Okay, suppose what say you have to uh, you should not be selecting the company starting with. So for example, explain. Okay, so design this above format, and then and then I don't want. Okay, so filter out. Okay, filter out companies. Okay, starting with H. Okay, okay, that means you will not get monotech here. Okay, so you will be getting bitwise only. So how will you do that? So you have to you have to figure out there can be all sort of string manipulations. Okay, so you have to be ready with all type of string manipulations. Okay, so basic, when I say basic, that means string manipulations. That's a basic for data engineers. Okay, so when you go for Python interview or anything, so that's the basic for data engineer. Okay, string manipulations. And then coming to our Abinitio, how are you going to apply the string manipulations in the respective component. Okay, so that's how they will validate. Okay, so for that, for this, see, for this to solve, you need to know the roll up runtime behavior as well. Okay, because if I don't know the runtime behavior, I can't write this code. Okay, that's highly important. Okay, so when you take this component, you have to understand the runtime behavior, how each function will be called, and then how many times will be called. Okay, so that's it. Just refresh it back. Okay, so brush again the concept, and then when you go for the interview, okay, so you will remember, and then you can able to write it fluently. Okay, so that's the main motive. Okay, so I'll just see you guys in another video. So until then, tata.